Have you noticed that a lot of posts on social media and reporting is starting to come out that LeBron James may consider retiring after this season, and he never wanted a retirement farewell tour? Even if he comes back for next season, he doesn't want a farewell tour. Why do you think that is?
LeBron James just told sources he doesn't want a farewell tour. No goodbye games, no standing ovations, no final lap around the league the way Jordan and Kobe got. The media is framing this as humility, like LeBron is too modest for all that attention. But this is the same man who announced his free agency on primetime television, who threw himself a welcome party in Miami with pyrotechnics, who has never walked past a camera without stopping. Humility is not the explanation. So what is the real reason? The data answers that question. And once you see the numbers, his decision makes complete sense. Just not for any reason mainstream media will say out loud.
Are you hinting something at us?
No, I'm not, I'm not hinting at anything. I mean, obviously, I know I'm on the other side of
that hump.
The hump, for sure. Come on now, like I'm not about to play another 23 years. That's for damn sure. And I'm not about to play another 10. So I'm definitely gearing up to where the end is. I'm not there yet, but I'm super blessed to be able to, sit here. Like I said, you said year 23, another signature shoe. I done picked up golf. Listen, guys, every time I pick up something new does not mean retirement.
8 years ago. That's what LeBron said. 8 years ago, if you'd asked him whether he'd still be playing in 2026, he would have said no. After 8 straight finals appearances, after everything Miami and Cleveland and Los Angeles demanded from his body and his mind, he never imagined he'd last this long. And right now, he says he hasn't even had the conversation with himself about when it's over. That sounds like someone who hasn't made a decision yet. But here's what makes it interesting. That interview was months ago. And since then, something shifted. Because now there's a coordinated wave of reports all landing at the same time. All saying the exact same thing. LeBron doesn't want a farewell tour. When multiple outlets start publishing the same story simultaneously, that's not journalism. That's message management. Someone close to LeBron is planting this story intentionally. The question is why?
It was 8 years ago when we talked and you said that you didn't have anything left to prove. And then, of course, you become scoring champ, you won a title, you played with Bronny. But is there something that still keeps you going? And then also, if this is it, LeBron, you didn't have a goodbye tour. Why wouldn't that have been important to you?
To answer your first question, if you want to be completely honest with you, 8 years ago, when I left to go to LA, I would have, if you would have asked me, would I still be playing in 2026, I would have said no. After going to 10 straight finals, or 8 straight finals, what is it? Eight straight finals. After going to 8 straight finals and with all the energy and all the mental toll and the physical toll that it took on me and obviously my teammates, for Miami, for here. If you would have asked me if I was going to be playing 8 years later, I'd have said no. There's no way I could have foresee that. A couple more years, yeah. I can go on and play at a high level for a couple more years, but 8 years, no. I don't really, I have not even thought to the point of like a farewell tour or whatever the case may be, because I haven't had the conversation with myself and my family on when it's over. So that has not even, I think that would.
That answer tells you exactly where LeBron's head is right now. He hasn't had the conversation with himself or his family about when it ends. So of course a farewell tour hasn't even crossed his mind yet. That part sounds reasonable on the surface. But here is what changed. That interview was months ago. And right now, in the middle of the playoffs, there is suddenly a coordinated wave of reports all landing at the exact same time, all saying the exact same thing. LeBron has told sources he doesn't want a retirement tour. When every outlet publishes the same story simultaneously, that is not organic journalism. That is a message being planted deliberately by someone inside his circle. The framing is being locked in before the moment actually arrives, so that nobody else can define it first. Humble exit. Private man. Moving on quietly. But another anchor was watching all of this very carefully. And what he had to add cuts right through the narrative being built.
Media platforms and major accounts are starting to report that LeBron James doesn't want a farewell tour. And some major mainstream sports media reports are coming out as well, all at the same time now, that LeBron James does not want a farewell.
Basketball Forever ran the story. CBS Sports published a full article. LeBron's retirement after this playoffs is a real possibility. He might skip a farewell tour entirely per reports. Multiple accounts directly inside his inner circle all pushed the same message within days of each other. All at the same time. All saying the same thing. Now here is why that is so interesting. Because most NBA legends absolutely wanted farewell tours. And they got them. Jordan had one. Kobe had one. Dirk Nowitzki had one. Dwyane Wade had one. Standing ovations in every single arena they visited in their final season. Opposing teams made tribute videos. Fans who spent years rooting against them showed up one last time just to pay genuine respect and say goodbye to greatness. That is what a farewell tour looks like when a player is truly loved across the entire league. But LeBron doesn't want that. And the media is framing it as humility, like he is just too modest and too private for all that attention. This is the same man who announced his free agency decisions on primetime television specials, who threw himself a welcome party in Miami with pyrotechnics, who has never once walked past a camera without stopping. Humility is absolutely not the reason he is avoiding a farewell tour. There is a study that answers the real question. Basketball Network used social media data to track how players are perceived state by state across the entire country. And the results were completely damaging for LeBron's legacy. He is not taking farewell because he is most hated person in NBA history. That's what people whispering.
The number one most disliked player in the NBA. It's LeBron James. And if you think this is racial, guess what? People from all different colors and all walks of life don't like LeBron. Based on his antics on the court, based on his lack of intelligence, and based on the way he gets involved in political issues before doing the research. LeBron can tell you the stats of every basketball player, every three-point shot, every defensive player, and every rebound, but he can't seem to get the stats, but he can't seem to understand stats for the police. Nobody gives LeBron a harder time than Charles Barkley.
Media person that I see in person for the rest of my life.
24 states, nearly half the entire country. That is where LeBron James is the most hated player in the NBA. Not just criticized, not just debated, actively hated. Measured across social media platforms state by state. Kyrie Irving was second with 18 states. Then the numbers fall off a cliff. Harden 3, Durant 3, Durant 1, Paul George 1, LeBron James 24. In a completely different category from everyone else.
Tired at 41 years old. You think I want to do that? Being in Memphis on a random ass Thursday. I'm not like the first guy to even talk about it in the NBA. Like we all like, you guys have to move. Just go over to Nashville. You got Vanderbilt over there. You got the NASCAR. You got a stadium. Don't they got a hockey team too?
Yeah, Predators.
Yeah. Like they got everything.
Doesn't look like LeBron's going to be on the Grizzlies anytime soon, so Grizzly fans out there.
Yeah, they know. Their only chance was in 2003 if they would have won the lottery to get me there. And I might have pulled a Eli Manning and not showed up.
The more I think about and see that video of LeBron talking about I'm 41 years old. Why would I be in Memphis? The more ticked off I get, because aren't you from Akron, Ohio? Talking about multiple NBA guys have been like, they need to just move the team to Nashville. They already have a hockey team over there. My brother in Christ, you're from Akron, Ohio. Like, this is no shade to Akron, Ohio. This is all shade to LeBron James.
LeBron is in a category by himself. 24 states is not a stat you recover from easily. This is not random trolls on the internet. This is sustained measurable negative sentiment across half the country. Real data. Real people. Real hatred. Now compare that to Jordan. In 1998, Jordan reached 19% as America's favorite professional athlete. A number pollsters noted was dramatically higher than anything we see today. He topped the Harris Poll Favorite Sports Star survey for 6 straight years. 6 consecutive years as the most beloved figure in American sports. A 2020 ESPN survey showed 73% of NBA fans called Jordan the superior overall player. 62% said more positive off-court impact. 65% named him the greatest of all time. Jordan. 6 years as America's favorite. LeBron. most hated in 24 states. That gap explains everything. Jordan got standing ovations in every building he visited. Pat Riley retired his number 23 in Miami, even though Jordan never played a single game there. That is what universal respect actually looks like. Now picture LeBron's farewell tour. Cleveland, boos from fans who remember being left twice. Boston, forget it. The TD Garden would be hostile from the opening tip. The whole internet would turn every stop into a viral moment celebrating that he is finally leaving. LeBron knows exactly what those arenas would look like. He is chronically online. He sees every comment, every post, every countdown. So his team planted the story now. Get the framing in place before the moment arrives. Humble exit, no fanfare. Moving on quietly. But the 24 states do not lie. This is not humility. This is not privacy. It is fear. Fear of the signs. Fear of the chance. Fear that his final chapter in every building would be half the crowd celebrating his departure instead of mourning it. That is not the mark of the greatest of all time. That is the mark of someone who built a career making choices that turned half the country against him, and now has to live with what that actually means. So tell me, does LeBron deserve a farewell tour, or would it turn into exactly what he is afraid of? Drop your honest answer in the comments right now, because this conversation is not going anywhere.